Let's rewind to 2012. Sita Soren, an elected member of Jharkhand Legislative Assembly and part of JMM, that is Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, was accused of taking a bribe in exchange for voting in a Rajya Sabha election. Serious charge, but she claimed immunity under Article 194(2) of the Constitution. She argued as an MLA, her vote in the assembly was protected. And since she voted, that act, even if linked to bribery, couldn't be questioned in court. This wasn't new. Back in 1998, in PV Narasimha Rao versus State (CBI), a constitution bench had ruled, even if an MP takes a bribe to vote a certain way in parliament, he's protected as long as he actually votes. The 1998 judgment effectively gave blanket immunity to bribe-taking legislators as long as they performed the official act they were bribed for. But was that the right interpretation of parliamentary privileges? In Sita Soren's case, the CBI filed charges against her under the Prevention of Corruption Act. She challenged the prosecution again, invoking Article 194(2). Her argument, I am immune from court proceedings because my vote is part of my legislative function. The issue reached the Supreme Court and the court had a bigger question to address. Should Article 105 for MPs and Article 194 for MLAs be interpreted to protect acts of bribery tied to legislative votes for speeches? More simply, can a public representative be prosecuted for taking a bribe to vote even if they actually voted? On March 4th, 2024, a 7-judge constitution bench of the Supreme Court overruled the 1998 Narasimha Rao judgment. Here's what the court held. Parliamentary privilege is not a license for corruption. Immunity under Article 105(2) or 194(2) doesn't extend to bribe taking even if the act, like voting, is later carried out. Legislators can be prosecuted for accepting bribes linked to their legislative functions. The court drew a clear line. What is protected is your speech or vote, not the corrupt act that led to it. It was a landmark reversal of a 25-year-old precedent and a big win for accountability. This case has redefined the scope of parliamentary immunity in India. It ensures corrupt legislator can no longer hide behind privilege clauses. It reinforces the idea that legislative immunity cannot be used to shield criminal acts. It balances two key values: free functioning of legislature and rule of law. And it sends a clear message: elected representatives are not above the law. The judgment protects the integrity of legislative processes without turning them into safe havens for bribery. In a democracy, privilege should protect freedom of speech, not freedom to take bribes. Sita Soren versus Union of India 2024 will go down as a historic ruling, one that brought back accountability inside our legislatures. If you found this case insightful, follow for more such power-packed legal breakdowns. Let's make legal reasoning simple, smart, and clat ready.